So the cost of living is going to be higher in Florida.
All right, what are we looking at?
So my rent is going up from $2,000 a month to $2,800 a month.
Okay.
Because I have to have a 3-bedroom because Robert and Madison need their own bedrooms. And of course, I have to pay for flood insurance and other things like that.
Okay. All right. And you mentioned food.
Yeah. So the kids eat organic.
She's not asking for luxury, just what her kids truly need. A rent jump from $2,000 to $2,800 isn't a choice, it's survival. She's moving to a safer place where her son and daughter can finally have separate rooms. But that comes with higher rent, flood insurance, and rising costs. Now, the father wants to cut child support. Why? Stay tuned. Things are about to get heated.
They're vegan. And so my grocery bill for them is already close to $800 a month.
Okay.
So his opinion that $880 is too much for the kids is wrong. It is a wrong opinion because your children deserve the nutrition they need to grow up big and healthy and strong so they can be college athletes like you want them to.
Okay, so Miss Adams, you said that your rent is going up $800.
Yeah.
You have to pay flood insurance. The children's diet, they eat organic food and they're vegan. Okay, so
$880 a month. That's what he claims is too much for child support. But her grocery bill alone is nearly $800. Vegan, organic food for her kids' health and athletic future. She says she's raising champions, not cutting corners. The court demands details, and the truth is coming out. The father may not like what's next.
are you using the child support for flood insurance and rent too, or are you using it to feed the kids? I just want to make sure I'm clear on what it is that you're saying in regards to his request to get a reduction.
Yes, Your Honor. So the thing is that if I was living in a 1-bedroom because I was by myself, my rent would be a lot lower.
All right.
But I have to get a 3-bedroom because I have a boy and a girl, and I don't want them sleeping in the same bedroom.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I have to get a 3-bedroom, and so it's not just that, it's my electric bill, it's cell phones, because our 5-year-old has a cell phone, so now I have to make sure that we've got...
He wants to pay less, but she's not living in luxury. A 3-bedroom isn't optional when you're raising a son and a daughter. Rent, utilities, phones, even their 5-year-old has one just to stay in touch with dad. Every dollar has a purpose. But now the judge asks, is child support really for the kids, or just covering
her a phone line so you can talk to her dad so he can see her 4 times a week on FaceTime.
So about that, he said that he sees the children now 4 times a week, and you're saying that's not true, except for like a FaceTime video or something like that.
He sees the kids on an inconsistent basis.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Okay. So when you say inconsistent, right now, do you all operate under a standard order where it's like first, third, and fifth?
We have he has every weekend, and I have during the week.
Okay, so every weekend he has.
Right.
Okay. During that every weekend, it's inconsistent, is what you're saying?
He claims he sees the kids 4 times a week. But her reality? Just FaceTime calls and broken promises. The court wants answers. Is this a father fighting for time, or just saying what sounds good in court? The inconsistencies are piling up, and custody is now on the...
I mean, it's just all over the place. He just comes and goes and sees the kids whenever is convenient to him, or maybe his girlfriend like turns him down for a date or whatever.
Okay, so that was petty.
What girlfriend you talking about?
We didn't have to go there. We didn't have to go there. So is that what the issue is? Like, you're still mad at him about that story that he told?
Well, okay, so he put in a bid for an upgrade, or the upgrade put in a bid for him or whatever, and now I have to explain to our son why our family fell apart.
Oh, so it's some hurt feelings there. Okay, I understand.
She didn't hold back. She said he shows up only when it's convenient, or when his girlfriend cancels. The court felt the sting. But behind the sarcasm is real pain. Their son is asking why the family fell apart. Now the judge must look past the drama and decide what's truly best for the kids.
So, have you already moved to Florida, or is this something that you're intending on doing pretty soon?
Well, I took the job offer and I've already found an
So
apartment.
the answer is yes. You pretty much already...
Everything but the U-Haul, Your Honor.
Okay. So in your court order, do you have a geographic restriction? Because Dad lives here?
Yes, but he moved just outside of Ellis County, so he's just outside of the geographic restriction, so it's technically lifted, Your Honor.
Okay. And technically is what you said, but is that what your court order said?
She got the job. She found the home. She's ready to move to Florida. But there's one catch, the court order. She says it's technically void because he moved 1 mile out of the county. But now the judge has the paperwork, and one wrong word could cost her everything.
Well, the court order says Dallas and contiguous counties, and he moved like a mile on the other side of the Ellis County line.
Okay, and I do have a copy of your court order here, and it doesn't mention that it's automatically lifted.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking it was the one that...
O is right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
O
Thank
is
you.
right.
I'm sorry.
O is right, because you can't just leave. You can't just do that. You actually have to ask permission to modify this order like he did.
Well, can I modify the order to move to
1 mile outside Ellis County. That's where Dad moved. She thought that gave her freedom, too. But the order says otherwise. The judge is reading the fine print, and her move might have just broken the law. A decision is coming, and it could change everything.
Did you file anything for today?
I mean,
It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay. So you're moving without asking the court, can you move? And Dad is still living here.
Well, I guess I just didn't understand the way the order was written, because I had heard that if he moved outside of where it said, then I could move out.
Who did you hear that from? Did you Google? You did one of those Google searches? One of the Google lawyers told you that?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, okay.
She never filed a single motion. Just packed up and planned to go. She trusted what she read online. But the judge made it clear, Google isn't the law. Now her mistake could cost her custody and support. The court is laying down the rules, and this time, there's no easy way out.
Because they told you wrong, and that's the problem with Googling everything. You should have actually consulted with an attorney who would have interpreted this order properly to you. You can't just move. So let me tell you what we're going to do, because I think this is the fair thing to do. Regardless to whether you say his visits are inconsistent, he say they're consistent, the reality of it is when you move to Florida, he can no longer have access to those kids. So even if he were coming this day, and did every weekend, he won't be able to do that anymore now that you are going to move to Florida.
But now the judge flips the script. If Dad can't see his kids anymore, why should he keep paying support? The court is clear, access matters. And she may be about to lose more than just $880. The ruling is coming fast.
So what I'm not going to touch is your custody arrangement. Not going to touch that at all. This is a child support court. That has nothing to do with us, okay? So I'm not going to touch it at all. You are free to move to Florida. However, he's coming off child support. So then he can use the money, the $880 or so that he would give you for child support. He can use that to travel to actually see the kids.
But what if he doesn't, Your Honor?
Well, if he doesn't, then after some time of him not doing it consistently, and when I say consistently and consecutively, it needs to at least be about 6 months or something like that, right?
That money to travel, if he chooses. She's terrified he won't, but the court won't speculate. He has 6 months to show up. If not, she can come back. For now, it's zero support.
You can come back and let me know, Judge, he's not exercising regularly. I need some support for these 2 kids, right? But absent anything like that, I believe that's in the best interest of the children. And quite frankly, that's fair. You're moving without permission, right?
Yeah.
Which is a violation of your court order. So it's only fair that he stops paying child support. So beyond a reduction, he's coming off child support today. Now you will have to keep maintaining the health insurance, okay?
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, so that, what is it, 362?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll still continue to pay the health insurance, but there will be no child support paid from him to you. Hopefully you guys can come to him.
It's official. He's off child support, unless he goes 6 months without visits. She's shocked, but the judge stands firm. This is about fairness. She violated the order, and now she'll pay the price. But will Dad keep his promise, or will this move cost the kids everything?
Your Honor, once we leave, I plan on giving her a call so we could try to talk about things and kind of get on a good level with each other.
Yeah, I think that can work. And who knows, your job may transfer up here and you may end up being back in Dallas anyway. Now, if that happens, you all would need to come back, because then we need to look at something different about what child support is going to be. But until then, you know, enjoy Florida. All right, is there anything further?
No?
Thank you, Your Honor, for everything. You really made a big change in my life, and I'm glad we came to your court today.
All right, well, you're very welcome. And if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It ended with a handshake and a promise. He said he'd call, try to co-parent better, for the kids. The judge saw hope in both of them. A fresh start, maybe even a return to Dallas. But one thing's for sure, this courtroom changed their path. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. Because families may break, but kids still need both parents.